Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a soft glam look for you. This is my before look. I have no foundation on, no nothing, no glitter. All I have is just a freshly washed, moisturized face. But I will do a full face of soft glam for you. I will obviously be using all GLITZGLAMBOX products, all the products that are featured in all the brands that are featured in GLITZGLAMBOX. I'm going to be using a Downtown palette, of course our GLITZGLAMBOX palette, along with some of the GLITZGLAMBOX eyeliners, some of the brushes that we have in the box. I'm also going to be featuring the dainty brushes if you were able to get that box. And also we are debuting our Never Basic GLITZGLAMBOX lashes. So these will be the lashes that I'm going to be using for today's look. It will be from start to finish. It will be just like a soft brown glam natural look. Yeah, I want you guys to just relax and just watch the glam start to finish, you know, so to speak. So again, if you are interested, GLITZGLAMBOX is a beauty makeup subscription, $15 a month, plus shipping. And every month you do receive one glitter item, one lash, and then 2 to 3 additional products. Those makeup products could include beauty tools like brushes. It could include a lip gloss, a lipstick, lip liner, you know, everything that just completes the makeup look. There is a theme for every single month, so you never really know what the next month's theme is going to be. So definitely be sure to keep a lookout on our social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course the channel GLITZGLAMFix. Like and subscribe, and let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is lightly mist my face just to set it and prep for my makeup application. I am then going to move on to the concealer. Using a flat brush, I'm going to fill in the entire eyelid area, especially underneath my eyebrows. This is a great way to shape and carve your eyebrows for your makeup application. And make sure that you fill in every single area. When you're blending and shading, you want to make sure that the eyeshadow can catch every spot. From there, I am going to grab a wet beauty blender and blend and buff out all of that concealer so that it's nice and even. Once that is complete, we are going to move on to the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using that top right brown color called Chinatown in the Downtown palette from Iconic Beauty LA. I'm going to use a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to start to lightly buff that into the crease on my eye, and I'm going to do that on each eye. Once that is done, I'm going to be using this nice shimmer called Coliseum. It is a bronze shimmer, and I just want to add a little pop of color onto this bronze look eye. Make sure that you completely blend it throughout that outer crease. I don't want it all the way over the entire lid. I just want to put it right there lightly on top, leaving a little lighter area right in the front of the eye. But make sure that you do put it inside that crease. We are then going to move on to the matte cream shade called The Broad. Now I'm going to use this matte cream shade to put right on top. And as you can see, I'm using my clean color brush and lightly patting it on top. I am not blending this. I am slowly patting it in on top of that color. I'm also using this cream just to kind of set the concealer right underneath my brow bone with a lightly with a light colored matte eyeshadow. Again, make sure to pat on the eyeshadow. Do not blend it. And add it to your brows. Once this step is complete, I am going to be using my finger to use the pressed glitter called Fashion District. This is a orangey bronze pressed glitter right in the middle. And as you can see, I'm using my middle finger to swirl. It's always best to use your fingers when applying pressed glitters because your finger has a lot more grip and it's so much easier to add on. So as you can see, I'm adding it right to my crease, right where I put those colors. This works perfectly with that bronzy color Coliseum that we use on top of the Chinatown base. So we're adding that in onto each eye. From here, I'm going to add my favorite black eyeliner from L'Oreal. It's a nice thick eyeliner. I'm adding it to my inner corner. I'm also going to be grabbing a spoolie just to kind of clean up my lashes. From here, I'm going to add on the eyeliner. I like to have a thick black eyeliner line. I'm going to be adding it to my top and bottom lashes. Now on to the brows. We are going to be using the Iconic Beauty LA Micro Brow Tattoo Pen in the shade Dark Brown. And using this pen, I'm just going to be filling in my eyebrows. I'm not a huge brow person, so if I find one product that works, I stick with it. And as you can see, I just use light strokes to just add on a little fullness. Nothing too crazy. And I use lightly stroking motions to create a nice natural hairs. And I really love that about this tattoo pen. It looks very, very, very natural. There are little spikes on the end of it. I don't know if you can see it, but they make the hairs look very natural. Great. We are now moving on to the Diamond Line in the shade Fancy. This is a shimmering silver green color, and the green adds a nice pop to the bronze and brown. So we're adding this to our inner corner. I am also going to be adding this a little bit on the outside corner, as well as right underneath the eyes, just to add another little pop of color and accentuate that brown kind of smoky glitter eye on top. And now it's concealer. So now we are done with our eyes and we are moving on to our face. I'm just going to be using a nice fluffy brush with my Cover FX concealer. And I'm going to put this all over my face. We are now moving on to under eye concealer. Again, I'm using that same concealer that I used earlier on my eyelids. And I like to use a foundation brush when I use concealer. I'm not huge on foundation, so concealer for me is everything. As you can see, I'm lightly patting it into my skin since I'm not going to be using a foundation on top. I'm just going to be wetting my blending sponge. I've used this so much it talks now. And I'm going to use that to blend in the concealer. On to one of my favorite products, the Anastasia Cream Contour. As you can see, it's been rolled hard and put away wet. But I'm going to be using that brown color right on the bottom. And I like to use a buffing brush for that. and I use that as my contour. I don't like to use a huge cut, you know, huge harsh lines. I like to use nice fluffy brushes to just buff that in. It makes it so much easier when you're blending later on for you to use a nice smooth brush technique. All right, from here, I'm going to just add a little bit of this brightening concealer right underneath. It is a bright yellow, and I like to add a little extra concealer on top just to make my under eyes pop. Next, we are going to use my same blending beauty blender and buff that in. From here, mascara time. As you can see, I like to use mascara with my false lashes. It just makes it easier to find my real lashes when I put the fake lashes right on top. So I apply a very thin layer of mascara on the top and bottom. Now, this is one of our favorite products. This is our nude lipstick from our GLITZGLAMBOX nude collection. I'm going to be using this in unison with one of our lip liners. I have two shown. I didn't know which one I really wanted to use, so I'm just going to swatch them both and see which one works best. Nutmeg, the slightly darker one, seemed to work a little bit better with that nude color and the nude look I was going for, so that's what we went with. So I'm just going to warm up the lip liner and then apply it. After the lip liner is applied, just going to rub my lips in a little bit. And from there, I'm going to add on the nude lipstick. And this nude lipstick, it's not super thick or matte. It is called a tender gloss. So it will go on as a lipstick and melt into this really nice pigmented lip color. It's a little sheer, but it's very, very nice. And adding a little extra lip liner just to make that color pop. And this is the close-up of what the nude lip liner looks like. GLITZGLAMBOX, woo! And now it is time for lashes. We are debuting our GLITZGLAMBOX lashes. They are called Never Basic lashes, and these are not basic at all. I'm going to show you how to put them on. As you can see, these are wispy, but they are very, very natural. From here, I'm just going to add on my lash glue. Wait a few seconds and then pop those on. And these are our very first debut lashes for GLITZGLAMBOX. They are very easy to wear. As you can see, they are super light. They are very fluffy, very easy to wear. You see, poop, poop, 2 seconds, I put them on. You can't beat that. Another quick pro tip, I like to use black eyeliner on top because it makes it easier to add on your false lashes. So as you can see, here is one side with the lash and one side without it, and you can see the difference. I'm still cute, but I'm just more glam in the second one. You know, I'm not so basic. And from here, we're going to add on our lash to the second side. Look at how pretty those are. I love them. Right on top. And just fluff them up and you are ready to go. Next, we're going to add our highlight. I love using this Jet Setter palette from Aesthetica. From here, I'm going to use a nice cute fluffy powder brush and just dab on just a little bit. I don't want to completely cover my face in highlight. Just dab on a little bit here, a little bit on the nose, on the side of the cheeks, right on top of the temples. And then I'm going to grab my buffer brush from earlier with my concealer and just blend that in a little bit. I didn't want too much of a glow, so I do have to add that on top of the highlighter so that it looks nice and shiny and bronze. From here, I'm going to add a couple finishing touch-ups with that highlighter right underneath my brow bone, on my inner corner of my eye, on the inside and outside, and we are done. This is the final look, just adding a couple extra dabs, and I'm putting it right here just to make that eyeliner pop, that green eyeliner from earlier. You see how much it pops right now? It looks so much better. Just add a little extra sheen right there, and we are done. So everybody, this is the final look. This is my soft bronze glam look right here. I did just want to go for something a little bit more subtle. Of course, you have to have the glitter, but I wanted to put the glitter in the crease because I didn't want too much glitter down here on top of the lashes. I wanted you to actually just have like just a little hint of sparkle. You know, you can have glitter with just a tad of sparkle. And of course, I have accentuated my look using the GLITZGLAMBOX diamond liner, of course, and the debuted GLITZGLAMBOX lashes. That's what these are right now. They are perfect. They're super lightweight. Obviously, you saw how easy it was to apply. It took me, what, 10-15 seconds for each eye. I don't use an eyelash applicator. I just don't. I just pop. I just throw them on my lashes. If you guys want to see me do a video showing you how to use one with eyelash applicator, of course I can absolutely show you. But I'm just like an animal. I just put them on. I put them on with my fingers. But again, this is the look. Let me show you with my glasses on. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. All the GLITZGLAMBOX products that were used in this tutorial are going to be linked down below, along with a timestamp. If you want to just jump to the lashes, if you just want to jump to the eyeliner, if you just want to jump to whatever, they will be timestamped below. And enjoy this glam.